Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Y-Ship 2023. Thank you very much for joining us today. I'm Lisa Kuwahara. I'll be your host today. And 2 days from today, we are holding sessions here in main stage, as well as several other spaces in the venue. I hope you'll take the time to explore the venue and experience the wave of innovation starting in Yokohama. So now, let's kick off Y-Ship 2023 with an opening message from Takeharu Yamanaka, the mayor of Yokohama. Mayor Yamanaka, please come up to the stage.
Good morning, everyone. Morning. My name is Takeharu Yamanaka, Mayor of Yokohama. Welcome to Yokohama. It is a great honor to welcome all of you to the Y-Ship 2023 International Convention today. To everyone attending here, welcome to Yokohama. And to those of you watching online, thank you for joining us today. Today, we are joined by Deputy Chief of Mission, Mr. Greene from the U.S. Embassy, and Vice Minister for Global Environment Affairs, Mr. Matsuzawa from the Ministry of the Environment. Thank you. Well, we are also happy to be joined by the distinguished guests from the Asia Development Bank, World Bank, the embassy of several countries, and innovators and startups across the world, and so many leaders from Asian cities. Please allow me to express my deep appreciation to all of you once again for joining us today. Y-Ship is a new initiative by the city of Yokohama. Since the opening of its port as a gateway to Japan in 1859, Yokohama has always welcomed new technology and products from overseas and fostered innovation. Over the course of these 164 years, the small port town has grown into a global city whose population is 3.8 million. With this history very in mind, Yokohama aimed to achieve open innovation by inviting professionals and businesses across the world, together with our partners from many cities for convention. By bringing together key innovators and leaders from Japan and beyond, I'm quite confident we can share our vision for a society to the world. Our city is now driving to achieve zero carbon emission by 2050. We are conducting several efforts to carbon neutrality. One of these efforts is carbon neutral port. In order to decarbonize our our port is the largest logistic hub in Japan. So in order to decarbonize our port, we are now working to introduce and transition to next generation energy. For example, formulating hydrogen supply chain. Besides, we are working on decarbonizing the Minato Mirai area, which you are here today, where, this is Minato Mirai area. Then we are now, working on decarbonizing this area through the future introduction of next generation energy. The city of Yokohama is strengthening the collaboration between industry, academia, and the government to become a major hub for the supply and the demand of next generation energy, and dedicating its efforts to build up a decarbonization model of a large cities in the world. Today, there are many leaders from cities in Asia. Many cities in Asia are now experiencing the several common issues. For example, rapid population growth, lack of traffic or infrastructure, and in recent years, climate change measures have also become a major issue. As leaders of cities, it is our responsibility to discuss and find a solution to these urban issues that will lead to a sustainable growth. I very look forward to discussing with all of you how we can achieve diverse growth for Asia, especially under the context of green innovation toward decarbonization. Okay, let me introduce two major global events which Yokohama will host in the upcoming years. In 2025, we will host the next Tokyo International Conference on African Development, or TICAD 9. TICAD is an important international conference where participants will discuss topics including green transformation and SDGs. Yokohama will utilize the strong ties with African countries for a successful conference that will contribute to further strengthening relations between Africa and Japan. Following TICAD 9, Yokohama will host a world exhibition named Green Expo in 2027. This Green Expo is going to be the showcase of a sustainable society in which our economic activities and daily lives coexist in harmony with nature and biodiversity. The movement to balance the economy with the environment is rapid, especially in the industrial sector, as represented by the TCFD, or Task Force on Climate-Related Financial Disclosures, which has been now followed by the new movement of TNFD framework for disclosing risk and opportunities related to nature capital, and biodiversity. Through our Green Expo in 2027, Yokohama will show its nature-based solutions on the global stage. I hope to see all of you gathered here today again in Green Expo 2027. To this end, just as Yokohama grew by opening its doors to the world, I hope that YSIP 2023 will be a chance for us to welcome in diverse talent and ideas and advanced technology to team up with the world's pioneers and take on global challenges together. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mayor Yamanaka. And next, Raymond F. Greene, Deputy Chief of Mission, U.S. Embassy and Consulates, is going to give a lecture. Deputy Chief Greene, please, would you come up to the stage? Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is an honor and a pleasure to speak in front of such a dynamic and international audience today. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for inviting me and to your team for organizing this important event. I can't think of a better time to be an entrepreneur in Japan. After 30 years of economic drift, Japan is back. Just ask Warren Buffett and all of the other major U.S. financial sector leaders who are making a beeline to Japan to explore the opportunities. While Japan is best known for its big multinational corporations, the innovators that are here today are the most exciting part of Japan's economy. Japan, like the United States, experiences a wave of innovation every couple of decades that disrupts the status quo and injects new energy into the economy. And I think the mayor would agree that we are on the precipice of one of those waves here in Japan today. And it is fitting we are talking about this in Yokohama. After Japan ended its policy of seclusion in 1859, Yokohama hosted Japan's first foreign trading port, first daily newspaper, first railway station, and first power plant, building a foundation for the vibrant city we see today. This illustrious history serves as a reminder that Yokohama has embraced transformation technology in the past and is once again positioned to become a leader during the next phase of Japan's innovation. And Japan's technological leadership is more important than ever as we work creatively together to find sustainable solutions to the many challenges we face. This week, our foreign and economic ministers are meeting in San Francisco as part of our Economic 2+2 framework to discuss how the United States and Japan can collaborate to address global problems ranging from climate change to food security to cybersecurity. We at the U.S. Embassy are focused on translating this vision into reality, including by connecting Japanese entrepreneurs and innovators like those here today with American investors and partners in fields like space, artificial intelligence, and biotech. Before closing, I wanted to take a moment to applaud the imagination and courage of all of the startup participants in the room and online. It takes real perseverance to see innovations become commercialized products. But when innovators succeed, everyone benefits, sometimes in paradigm-changing ways. Just as Yokohama led Japan out of seclusion in the 19th century, I have high hopes that Yokohama can lead the next generation of transformation in Japan. Thank you again for the invitation, and I wish you all the success in the future. ご清聴ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much, Deputy Chief Greene. And finally, to close off this opening session, Yutaka Matsuzawa, Vice Minister for Global Environment, Ministry of the Environment of Japan, is going to give a lecture.
Good morning, Mr. Yamanaka Takeharu, Mayor of City of Yokohama, and Mr. Raymond Greene, representative of U.S. Embassy, and Madam Kawawaki from ADB, and Dr. Sitpan, Governor of Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, and distinguished participants and colleagues. It is a great honor to be here, invited to be here today on behalf of Ministry of Environment Japan. I'd like to express my sincere appreciation to the City of Yokohama for organizing this nice convention, the YSIP. Today, I'd like to talk about our climate actions, focusing on how to expand and accelerate climate actions on the ground in cities and collaboration between local governments and national government. First of all, the world is currently facing a triple crisis: climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollutions. To overcome these three urgent crises, the key measures are net zero emission of greenhouse gas and circular economy, nature positive economy. I strongly emphasize that we need to look for integrated solutions rather than sticking to them individually. For example, when we promote measures to combat climate change, we must also encourage measures that are effective against biodiversity loss and pollution. Through circular economy approach, which may minimize primary resource use, therefore minimize greenhouse gas emissions in global value chain and biodiversity loss during resource extraction. This integrated solution was also mentioned in the communique of the G7 Hiroshima Summit. Transition to a sustainable society requires economic and social transformation. Cities account for about 70% of greenhouse gas emissions and 2/3 of global energy consumption. Cities are the starting point for this transformation, and cities are at the front line of concrete actions towards net zero. The vital role of cities is highlighted in many initiatives, including decision at COP27 and G7 ministers meeting on climate, energy, and environment in Sapporo this year. In order to facilitate local decarbonization actions, responding to the national commitment to achieve net zero by 2050, national and local governments worked together and finally co-developed the regional decarbonization roadmap in June 2021. Based on this roadmap, our ministry plans to designate more than 100 decarbonization leading areas. which aim to achieve net zero by 2030, 20 years ahead of national target year of 2050. To support achievement of net zero in these areas, the Ministry of the Environment is also providing financial support and promoting collaboration among local stakeholders. We aim that such intensive local decarbonization will be transferred across the country and even beyond it. So far, 74 areas have been designated, including the city of Yokohama. As Mr. Mayor mentioned, target area is Minato Mirai 21, which is a large commercial area. And by installing solar panel on the roof and hopefully on the wall, probably including the next generation PV solar panel, and saving energy and using large-scale demand response, the Minato Mirai 21 will achieve net zero. And we will realize net zero within this area, our financial support. We also expect this excellent local decarbonization technology and know-how to spread over the world. In this context, the International City-to-City Collaboration Program, C3P, funded by the Ministry of the Environment, is a useful mechanism to assist internationally sharing policies, practices, and know-hows. Now, under this program, 20 Japanese local governments have been partnered with 49 foreign cities in its 10-year history. Many actual decarbonization technology and business models have been implemented through this intercity partnership project. Yes. So, City of Yokohama has been implementing city-to-city collaboration project with Da Nang City in Vietnam and Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, which have been highly successful. And to conclude my remarks, the City of Yokohama is leading transformation change toward decarbonization by implementing advanced decarbonization efforts in decarbonization leading area MM21, and by providing international support through city-to-city collaboration programs, and finally by organizing international events, as mentioned, Mr. Mayor, TCAT 9 in 2021 and Green Expo 2027, as well as the YCIP. I hope the decarbonization will spread to the world, starting with City of Yokohama. I would like to conclude my remarks by expressing my hope that this event will lead to development of sustainable cities. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vice Minister Matsuzawa. And now we would like to take a photo, a commemorative photo with 3 speakers. Deputy Chief Greene, Mayor Yamanaka, would you please come up to the stage again? Okay, thank you very much for your cooperation. Please give a big round of applause to the speakers again. Thank you.